What it do? It is your boy Flows back again with another video. Today we'll be talking about Boruto chapter 54 review. Now going into this video, there will be spoilers going up until chapter 54. So if you have not read chapter 54 or the previous chapters, I would recommend go reading the chapter then coming back, or if you don't care for spoilers, just stay around. Now in the previous chapter of Boruto, a couple things happened. One, Otsutsuki Ishiki is gone. Two, Sasuke's Renegon is Renegon. 3. Borushiki's back. Now going to chapter 54, the first thing we see is this Boruto cover, which I gotta say, this color scheme is nice and the design does look nice. I can't lie, I cannot lie. It also does go really well with Kawaki's last design on the cover page of chapter 53. These two in general make a very good duo. Now going into the chapter itself, Momoshiki lets it be known that he got rid of Sasuke's Renegon so he can't use his pesky space-time ninjutsu anymore, and that there's no escape for them. Now while Kawaki is trying to fight Borushiki, Borushiki lets it be known that his body is almost fully Otsutsuki and that he will be taking him alive to use his sacrifice to cultivate his divine tree. Now as you know, in the past it has been explained that to create a divine tree you do need a Otsutsuki sacrifice. That's why they travel in pairs. As you saw, Momoshiki sacrificed his partner to create the divine tree back in the Boruto movie. While everybody's fighting, Naruto tries to get up so he can help out, but he cannot because, you know, in his new mode, it was said that it takes away his lifespan and the lifespan of the person he's fighting. He then pronounces that his body feels just like dead and he drops to the floor unconscious. Now going back to the main fight at hand, which is Sasuke and Kawaki versus Borushiki, Borushiki asks Sasuke, do you really intend to kill your favorite student? Which then Sasuke replies yes if he must, because he is his teacher. And you know what this does remind me of? It reminds me of a Pain and Jiraiya type of thing. Obviously Jiraiya did not win, but it kind of gives me that vibe with student, and you know, if he has to kill him, he will do it because he is the teacher. That's the type of thing that Jiraiya would have said also. If it came down to it, Jiraiya would be the type to kill his student if he had to, if that's what his student really did want. Now as Sasuke is fighting Borushiki, he starts to realize that Borushiki isn't absorbing any of his jutsus, even though he has the ability to do so. Now as you know, all Otsutsukis and people who have a karma seal can absorb jutsu, as you've seen Kawaki do, as you've seen Boruto do. All Otsutsuki's, Momoshiki himself, they all can absorb jutsu at will. Borushiki is not absorbing any of Sasuke's jutsus because he does not want to gain chakra. Giving chakra to himself will give chakra to Boruto, and once Boruto receives chakra, it will awaken him, because Boruto is unconscious right now because of a lack of chakra. That's why Momoshiki was able to come and take over his body. Now after Sasuke finds that out, he lets Kawaki know what the deal is, but as he's in the middle of talking, he gets hit by a vanishing Rasengan. Now let this be known, it is not Sasuke's weak, oh Borushiki solo Sasuke. No, it's none of that. My boy didn't even have his Sharingan activated one. He's in the middle of talking too. He's low on chakra, extremely low on chakra, and he's still trying to figure out how to beat Borushiki while saving Boruto at the same time. And even though it wasn't a strong hit, Borushiki lets it be known it might not be strong, but any of your vitals is still pretty damn hurtful. Now while Sasuke is down for the count, the only person left to fight is Kawaki. Now while Kawaki is having flashbacks of Boruto, you know, which I love the way they did this. It really does emphasize how he feels about Boruto and the development that he has gone through while under care of the 7th Naruto, and the, you know, development of him within the village, actually, you know, receiving care versus, you know, torment from Ishiki is really good. And it really does tell me that Kishimoto is the one writing this again, because were there any flashbacks like this back when Ikimoto was writing? Flashbacks is Kishimoto's specialty. Like that's right down my bro's road, you know what I'm saying? If there's not a flashback in a fight, is it really Kishimoto's fight? And as you know, earlier I said, Borushiki needs Kawaki as his sacrifice, so he must keep him alive. Now Kawaki takes advantage of this and actually uses a jutsu to burn himself up. Not using a doppelganger or a shadow clone jutsu, he actually puts fire onto himself. But Borushiki has no choice but to absorb the jutsu himself to keep him from dying, because he does not want his sacrifice to, you know, burn up in flames and be gone. Upon absorbing his jutsu, he gives Boruto chakra, and Boruto awakens. As you can see, his other eye opens, and then he stops Momoshiki from doing anything further. He even breaks the horn, putting Momoshiki back into slumber. Now you see Boruto and Kawaki laying next to each other. Kawaki for the first time calls Boruto his brother. It really does signify that, you know, Kawaki is like another son to the 7th Naruto, and they are brothers. I mean, it was a really good moment. It does remind me of the old times with Naruto and Sasuke laying on the ground and acknowledging each other. But it is too early to celebrate anything. It seems like Naruto himself is on the verge of death. I said that right, you know. This chapter was good. The fight was a little, you know, it could be better. Hopefully in the anime they choreography this a lot better. But the chapter was very good and it will remain good. But I'm sorry, personal bias. If Naruto ends up dying this way, it's gonna be ass, and I will give this chapter a 1 out of 10. As Naruto lays there unconscious, it seems that he might be on the verge of death, seeing that that was the backfire of the special move that he used a couple of chapters ago to defeat Ishiki or lessen his lifespan. Now we don't know what's going to happen now because of this, but I'm just going to say this right now as a Naruto fan: Naruto cannot die. I'm gonna let this be known right now. Naruto cannot die, or there will be riots everywhere. I mean, Naruto dying in the manga, anime, whatever it may be, will be trending for days, and I'm not ready for any of that, seeing as I grew up with Naruto. But the next chapter does come out on February 19th, so check in for that when it does drop. We'll be saying what happens to Naruto then, but for right now, I'm gonna say he's not gonna die. He will be probably in a coma, as I would like to say, or he will be bedridden for a very long time because of this, but I doubt he's gonna die. What I'm not sure if Kishimoto or Ikimoto are thinking about this, but Uzumakis are already born with a lot of chakra, long lifespan. They're just people who just don't die easily. Kushina was actually able to have the tail beast extracted from her and she still lived from it. Like, Uzumakis are some tough ass niggas in general. Even if you were to take the lifespan of Naruto and cut it in half, he should have a decent amount of lifespan left, just seeing that he's part Uzumaki and with the amount of chakra that he does hold. But I don't know if they're going to go down that route or if they're even considering that. So we just have to wait and see, but I'm hoping that they do not kill off Naruto in any stupid way. They have to make it some amazing death. They would have to make Naruto's death the most amazing thing known, because you cannot kill someone off like that. With this chapter, we know that Momoshiki is still a threat to Boruto. They have to figure out a way to, you know, get him out of Boruto, whichever way or whatever it may be. And it has been said that Otsutsuki Ishiki, his presence is absolutely gone. I don't know if it might be a fib, a lie by Momoshiki himself, but Momoshiki himself did say that his existence is gone. So they don't have to worry about Ishiki anymore, which is great to hear, but I'm very curious as to what happens, because I mean, we all know what we saw in episode 1 of Boruto the anime. The thing that made us think that, oh my god, Boruto the anime is going to be this amazing thing. And you know, we end up with Chocho arcs in the anime. And we end up with so much filler that just... So I do want to know what leads up to Boruto and Kawaki fighting and being overtaken by karma. Because as you can see in the anime, Kawaki did have his karma and he seems to be someone else. He says he'll send him to where he sent the Lord 7. So Naruto's not gonna die here, because it has already been stated that something later on is gonna happen to him, but he will not be dying by the hands of this new mode or by any other villain. It will be by Kawaki himself, supposedly, from what the anime did say, as you can see right there. But with Ishiki gone, but I'm really curious to see where this story is gonna lead now, because the anime has gave us a picture and narrative as to how it will end up. So we're left thinking, how is what's happening right now gonna lead to what we saw from the very first episode of the anime? How did the village get destroyed like that? Because who is strong enough to put Sasuke and Naruto out of commission? And it seems that Boruto is not overtaken by Momoshiki, so we still have a lot of time until anything like that even happens. Because you can see it looks like that he has his Jogan, his Karma Seal, all that under lock, and he is fighting as a true ninja, as he even said himself. But yeah, all we can do for now is sit here and wait for the next chapter, and I will be back here to review that whole too. So stay tuned for the next month, you feel? But with all that said, hey yo, make sure you check out my last video, because I did do a giveaway for $25 Xbox card and PlayStation card. All you gotta do is go over there, comment your favorite anime in the comment section, like and subscribe. Easy. I'll do a raffle within a week. Get the winner. Easy shit, you know, hit my DMs. That's how it's gonna go. But make sure you check out that video. So thank you to you guys. Thank you for 1,000 subs again. But with all that said, I'll catch you guys next time.